Uh, Hello, good evening. My
Really close to it.
yeah, could you open
It
up?
is loud, it's loading, it's slow.
Okay. My name is Giovanni Rinaldi.
It's really close to it.
Sorry. Yes. I work for the Italian cooperative movement, and well, I'm here to present the Italian case about platform cooperativism and what I have called COAP. But let me start with a little flashback.
It's really close to it.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I can go farther.
But it's very slow in the beginning. It needs to load.
Okay. Any case, 4 years ago, we made a research about ownership of our digital data because we okay, sorry, just a second. Okay, because we strongly believe that before to talk about ownership of digital platform, is it very important to understand that all of us are giving for free our data to the capitalistic digital platform since many years. And we thought that this is a very big problem. And when we finish the research, we decided to write a manifesto. You can find it in the web, www.cooperativecommons.com. We wrote that we want to exploit the advantages and the developments provided by the digital transition, but we do not want to be dispossessed of our data. And we want our data and content to work together with the data and the content of all those who wish to create value, but openly, democratically, and sharing the effects. In conclusion, we proposed to introduce, yes, thank you, better, an old instrument into the web. This is the cooperative platform we wrote. So you can imagine when more or less 3 years later, I found browsing in the web platform cooperativism and the Tremolo proposal. So I suddenly decided to get in contact with him, and at least we succeed. And in June, we met in Italy, and we share a lot of things in 3 days, but especially that I personally and strongly believe that platform cooperative is not about reinventing the wheel of the cooperatives. And I believe that is a cultural and moreover a political project. And I think it's very important to share this project with cooperatives, because cooperatives need to change their attitude in front of this change coming from the grassroots. So let me give you some more figures about cooperatives, and especially cooperatives around the world, in Italy and around the world. In Italy, actually, we have more or less 10 million members and 80,000 cooperatives. But more impressive, I think that we need to reflect that all over the world we have 1.3 billion members of cooperatives and 2.6 million of cooperatives. And if we also consider just the half of this 1.3 billion members as real people engaged in the cooperative value, we have an impressive 650 million people that each day are working within a cooperatives, buying something or doing something and using each day the ethical tools of a cooperatives. Sorry. So what we share, actually, what we do not share between platform cooperativism and cooperatives, well, I think first of all we share we-ness culture against selfish culture. We believe that it's better to do things with others and not alone. Then we share the 7 ICA, International Cooperative Alliance principle. We prefer collectively owned enterprises, democratically governed. We fight against inequality. And at least we prefer good work and we make good work around the world. What we do not share, this is interesting also, platform cooperativism is 100% based on digital technology. Cooperatives actually is 99% non-digitally based. This is quite important. Second, cooperative movement is 100% market-based, and if you go in the internet directory, you can see that probably half, 50% of platform cooperativism entities are market-based. So I think, first of all, that we can share some collaboration in these fields. You know a lot of things about technology, and probably we know something about market. So why don't we start to share something about it? So, this is another map about what we are doing now about platform cooperativism and especially something of new. In the lower part of this chart, you can see the 90% of the non-digital cooperatives. In the upper side, you can find, starting from the left, non-market-based digital entities, like Wikipedia, for instance. In the middle, I put Mondo, Economics, Midata, platform cooperativism entities. And in the right wing, you can find market-based, Uber, TaskRabbit, Airbnb, and so the other digital capitalistic platform. But I would like to say something about, in the right part of the chart, of these new cooperatives in Italy. First of all, the yellow one is App Taxi, Trebor, and we focus a lot about cooperative, taxi driver cooperatives yesterday. As Trebor mentioned, we have a lot in Italy. But I would just tell you an interesting story. 10 years ago, many years before Uber era, they, in Italy, have created a new services based on a very efficient technology, SMS technology. At that time, 10 years ago, you can get a taxi, ask for a taxi, get a taxi, and pay a taxi by your cellular phone. Unfortunately, they did not succeed. I don't know why. Probably in Italy, we prefer to pay cash. We don't like credit card. I don't know. But some years later, Uber arrives, and they were scary, like everywhere. They made strike and so on. At least, as Trebor remember, they decided to compete with technology, and they create this app. So now they are competing with Uber, giving fair rates and good work. But unfortunately, did not already decided to change and open to the possibility to enlarge the membership to consumer, to users. And as I mentioned yesterday, I think that, and we are involved in this, this is the next step for them. Create a real new model of prosumer cooperatives, because, you know, Uber is not, doesn't care about taxi driver. As someone said yesterday, Yes, I'm going to be very quickly. They care just about consumer. So Nostra is another new one, very interesting. They are trying to put together producer of renewable energy, photovoltaic, and consumers. This is another new model that we are developing. The third one is DOC. They started 30 years ago with gig work, gig job. At that time, this work was dealing with the show business industry, artists. Now they are trying to open to digital work. So I'm going to finish in 2 minutes. What is COAP? COAP is a proposal that I would like to discuss in another occasion with you, based on 3 main pillars. The first is digital identity provider, cooperative digital identity provider. Second is a digital cooperative contract. And the third one is a new cooperative governance. Just let me stress one more thing. When we use internet, we are going through gateway that are digital identity provider, all of us. There is a battle around our digital identity. These guys, all of them are competing for our digital identity over the top, I said before. Mobile operator, another 1.3 billion of users, and now also government. Why we do not, and this is our idea, why we do not develop a real cooperative global identity provider, as we made some years ago with .coop top-level domain. And moreover, and I'm going to finish, digital cooperative contract. We are trying to develop a real digital cooperative contract because we believe that young people, and not only young people, do not want to set up a cooperative to do something in a cooperative way. So why do not help them to just share something or do something in a cooperative space, embedded through a digital contract with embedded cooperative rules and principles. We are trying to do this. So at least a new, but not last, a new model of governance, mutualistic membership, capital membership, full membership. What does it mean? First of all, we need to help people whoever wants only to belong to a stable and democratically owned association without voting for the board or reading the balance sheet to become part of the cooperative through this form of the mutualistic membership, and I'm finished. The second one, capital membership, because we need to attract patient capital, and we did it in Italy many years ago, reducing their rights with a ceiling, with a cap. And at the end, full membership for all those who want more power, that means more responsibility in a cooperative. Well, this, I hope, that should be ideas that we can discuss further to develop together this cultural and political project that is platform cooperativism. Thank you.